It was a quiet afternoon at the elegant Aurelia Hotel, a place where polished marble floors whispered wealth, and chandeliers sparkled above conversations wrapped in luxury. But among the gleam and glamour stood a shy young waitress named Norah Vellan. Her hands trembled slightly as she adjusted her apron. It was only her second week at work, and she already felt invisible, just another face in a world too busy to notice kindness. Norah had grown up in silence, not her own but her brother's. Her little brother, Eli, had been born deaf. To talk to him, Norah had learned sign language, one gesture at a time. It became their secret world, one of love, patience, and understanding. But after Eli passed away 2 years ago, the world seemed quieter than ever. That day, Norah was assigned to Table 9, a private setting for billionaire Adrien Cole and his elegant mother, Margaret Cole. Adrien was known for his power, his precision, and his distance. He built an empire, but somewhere along the way he forgot how to feel. As Norah approached, she noticed something that made her pause. Margaret wasn't responding to the waiter as words. She smiled softly, nodding, but her eyes, they searched lips, not sounds. Then Norah saw it, a tiny hearing aid, tucked behind her ear. Her heart tightened. She knew that world. Adrien looked up, expecting formality. But before he could speak, Norah took a quiet breath and began to sign. "Would you like still or sparkling water?" The room froze. The chatter, the clinking of glasses, everything faded. Margaret's eyes widened in disbelief. Then, slowly, she smiled. Tears glistened as her fingers began to move. "You know sign language?" Norah nodded, smiling through the lump in her throat. Adrien was silent. For years, he had watched his mother live in isolation, people politely smiling but never truly communicating. And now, for the first time in ages, his mother was laughing, truly laughing, her hands dancing in the air as Norah signed back. What began as a lunch turned into something far more powerful. Norah didn't just serve the table. She connected hearts. She signed every question, explained the menu, even shared small jokes in sign language. Guests began whispering. The billionaire's mother was chatting joyfully with the waitress. But Adrien didn't care. For once, business didn't matter. His mother's smile did. And for Norah, every gesture carried memory. Each sign was a whisper to Eli, her lost brother. In that moment, she wasn't just serving food. She was speaking to love that never faded. After the meal, Margaret took Norah's hands and signed softly. "You made me feel seen. You reminded me I'm not alone." Norah's eyes filled with tears as she signed back. "You reminded me that love never disappears." The air around them felt sacred. Later, Adrien called Norah aside. She expected a reprimand, but instead his voice was soft. He told her that for years, his mother had suffered in silence, that no one had cared enough to reach her the way Norah did. And then, with quiet gratitude, he said her act had reminded him what truly mattered. Without telling her, Adrien arranged for the hotel to offer free sign language training for all staff in memory of Eli, and he offered Norah a scholarship to study special education, saying the world needed people like her, those who could bridge silence with compassion. The story of that afternoon spread like wildfire. Guests who had witnessed it shared it online. Soon people everywhere were talking about the waitress who taught a billionaire the meaning of kindness. From that day, Margaret often returned to the hotel, always asking for Norah. Their friendship became a quiet reminder that kindness speaks in all languages, even silence. One evening, as the sun painted the city gold, Norah stood by the window, thinking of Eli. She whispered a silent thank you. Because sometimes love finds its way back to us through the hearts of strangers who need it just as much as we do.